Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the Apple Watch Series 9. I actually have two of them here, as we have an aluminum and a stainless steel version. They start at the same price this year, $399, and go up to $529 for the aluminum version, as it depends on which size you get, 41 or 45 millimeters, and then we also have a cellular or GPS only model. We have pink as a new color, then we have midnight starlight silver and product red. With the stainless steel, it starts at $699 and goes up to $1,049 depending on the band. And again, we have three colors, gold, silver, and graphite. Now let's go ahead and take a look. Now the first one here, let's take a look at what we have. This is the pink aluminum version, the brand new one in light pink. Let's go ahead and open it up. So we'll take a look, and there's not really a redesign this year at all. Nothing has changed that way. But again, we'll take a look at it and see what the color looks like. So let's set the other one aside here and open it up. So we have pink here, and then I have the pink band to go along with it. Let's move the box out of the way, and let's open this up. So on the back, let's go ahead and pull these pull tabs off here on each side. There we go. And let's open up the watch here. Now this says, again, designed by Apple in California. If we open it up, a nice thing is we basically have the exact same cable that we get with the Apple Watch Ultra, where it's nice and braided as well. If we put this away, you'll see we have just our normal documentation or warranty card there, and then the Apple Watch itself. So let's set that aside, get rid of the box here, and let's take a look at the band and the watch. So we'll slide the watch out here. And it's always a little tricky to do this. Slide this out. Sometimes you have to rip this off. And it looks like I'll have to, unfortunately. And there's the watch itself. So it looks pretty good. Let me set it aside. It's not my color, but some people may really like that. And as you can see, we have a carbon neutral badge on here. We're seeing that on all of the Apple Watches this year. We'll open that up, and you can choose them with or without, but the regular Series 9 is apparently carbon neutral. So here is the band itself. Let's slide this out. This is sort of the default pink band that you get. And it's the woven nylon band. So you can see the colors there. Let me put this away. And let's take a look. So here we have the Apple Watch, very familiar, very much like what we've had before, but there are some changes inside and to the display. So around the outside, it doesn't look too different. Let's set this one aside. We'll open up the other one, and then we'll talk about what's new. So let's open this one. As you can see here at the top, this one says it's in graphite stainless, 45 millimeter. So we'll open it up here. Again, let's open it up here. And I haven't had a stainless watch since this one. This is a Series 7 Apple Watch. So here's the watch itself. Nothing particularly different here, just that it's stainless steel. Definitely heavier, just in the packaging itself. There we are. See if we can get this to open. Some of the adhesive is still there. There we are. Same thing. I don't think we have any difference here. They got rid of the stainless steel charging puck here, unfortunately. And that's the watch itself. So I don't think we're going to see much of a difference there. Let's put this away. And then the band that I got is a new woven nylon band as well. So let's slide this one out. See if we can get that to slide out here. There we are. That one is a little smoother. So the watch itself really doesn't look too different from what I'm actually wearing. In fact, it's pretty much identical, but we'll compare them in just a moment. Let's open up the other band here. And again, here's the band. This one looks pretty good, especially if you like the dark color. I think this will go really well with what we have with the stainless steel Apple Watch. It's got the ends that are sort of darkened here too. So we'll put this on. And you can see what this actually looks like. So I think with this band, it actually looks pretty good. Although I prefer this band. I'll link this in the description. This is actually from Nomad. And I really like their stainless steel and titanium bands. But there's something I've been using a while. It's not sponsored, but I thought I'd just mention it as many people ask me. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at these. Something else I almost forgot to mention is the packaging is actually much smaller this year as well. So it uses a lot less cardboard. It's better for shipping, of course, but also they used to have huge packages for the Apple Watch, but they reduced them on the iPhone, but not the watch. So it makes sense that they changed that this year. Now, if we take a look at the watch itself, it looks pretty much like what we've seen. We've got the ring for cellular there with our little button on the side, a little microphone. And a lot of this has improved, even though it doesn't look very different. You'll see this one says Series 9, 45 millimeter aluminum there. And then the other one, same thing, stainless steel, but Series 9. Now, if I bring in the other stainless steel watch, just to compare it briefly, let's take this band out here. The rumor is that there's going to be a big change with Apple Watch Series 10 or Apple Watch X. So we'll have to see, but on the left, you can see on the left is a Series 7. It hasn't changed much at all. On the right here, again, Series 7 for Series 9, basically the exact same thing. So no change there, 45 millimeter. All the sensors look very similar. Everything looks very familiar. So if you have bands from before, they're going to fit these, but you definitely can't tell the difference here. So if I put the stainless steel band on this one, it looks great. But if you want to use the band that came with it, of course, you can just change that up, just like anything else. So all of the bands are going to fit as expected. No changes there. As far as what's inside these, that's actually a pretty big change this year. We have a new system in package or system in processor. It's an S9 SIP, and it allows for on-device Siri, faster and more secure processing, as well as that double tap feature we've heard about where you put these on your wrist and you can double tap your wrist to actually make it interact with it and select. Now that's actually an accessibility feature that we've had for a while, but apparently it's faster, part of Series 9. You can just double pinch and it will do different functions on the watch. That's actually coming in October, according to Apple on their website. We also have double the storage. So let me go ahead and turn this on. We'll turn both of them on, get them set up, and then we'll continue and take a look around them. So let's push the button here on the side. The digital crown, everything else is identical. So again, the other difference too, if you weren't aware, between the aluminum and stainless is we have sapphire on the stainless where we have ion glass on the regular aluminum one. It definitely scratches a lot easier. I've never had one of the stainless or the Apple Watch Ultra actually scratch because they have sapphire displays. The display is better this year too. It actually is 2 times as bright, but again, let me get this set up and we'll continue. Now, both have been set up. It actually took very little time to get these set up. These are the default watch faces that actually booted up with. And if we go into our settings, let's check the software version that it came pre-installed with, as many have been curious about that. And then we'll test a couple things, as we have some nice changes with this update. So we'll go over to settings. We'll go down to general. Then we'll go to about. And you can see the actual software version on both is watchOS 10. 21R355 on both of them. Now that means we have an update to watchOS 10.0.1, which I'll have to do a little bit later. Now, one thing that should be much faster, as I mentioned before, due to the system on a chip, is the actual Siri request should be directly on the device. So if I press and hold to go into Siri, what's the weather today? That was definitely faster. And another thing I noticed is when it actually restarted and booted up, the whole process was about 5 times as fast, I would like to say. It seems like it was much, much better. Additionally, we also have more storage than we did last year. So if we go back over, go to General, then we go down to Storage, you can actually see that there's more storage here. So we should have 64 gigabytes this time instead of what we had before with just 32 gigabytes. So if you want that for music or something else, you'll have that option now. And the same is true on the base model aluminum version as well. So if we go down to storage again, you'll see it on both of them. We have 64 gigabytes. So that's always nice to have that additional storage. Now the displays are 2 times as bright this year. Not only can they go bright, but they can go dim as well, down to 1 nit and up to 2000. That's double the brightness we had with the Series 8. This has been great on the Apple Watch Ultra. Now the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is even brighter than that. But you definitely can see them outside a little bit better. And also down to 1 nit means maybe when it's resting, you'll be able to see it if you're in a theater watching a movie, and it will probably not disturb anyone as it's very dim. This year with the S9, we also have a new Ultra Wideband chip built in, just like we do with the new iPhone 15 series. It allows us to identify things from further distances and give us more precision directions for it. You can typically locate those within your devices, maybe find a device here, play a sound, or just locate your particular device and get directions to it and then find it with precision finding. So we have that along with HomePod control, which is something I didn't see Apple talk much about, but with the Ultra Wideband chip, it actually allows a new integration with HomePod when music is playing. It actually will open up a now playing screen to let you control it on its own if it's nearby. And that will be in the Smart Stack. So if you go into your Smart Stack here and scroll up, you'll actually see it there. So let me play on the HomePod nearby. So I started playing a song on the HomePod Mini. If I scroll up, you'll see it's right at the top there. The song is there. I can control it directly from the watch and it just shows up. So it's a nice little convenience feature if you have that enabled. So that's everything with the Apple Watch Series 9. Really no difference in battery life, although the new chipset may help some. Apple really hasn't said a whole lot about it. So that's pretty much it with this year's Apple Watch. Hopefully we'll have a big redesign next year, but it's sort of a classic design at this point. Let me know what you'd like to see in an Apple Watch, or are you picking up an Apple Watch Ultra or something else? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.